Welcome along to Lancs TV, where we're nearing the end of the season here at Emirates Old Trafford. The lads have just finished up their training session on the square behind us, and I'm joined here in the studio by Stephen Croft. And Crofty, you've got some news for us.
Yeah, as of today, I'm announcing my retirement as a player from professional cricket, and it's been a great journey, one that's lasted 21 seasons, and really proud of what I've done and what I've achieved. But I think it's time now to step on the other side of the rope and help the next generation of cricketers.
It really has been a brilliant journey. I think 2003 is when you first joined in the academy, and for that, I want to thank you on behalf of everyone here at Lancashire Cricket Club for all your hard work, for everything over those 20 years. But talk to me about where the decision came from, of course, stepping down from red ball cricket at the end of last season. Was it just the right thing to do at this time?
Yeah, it's something, obviously, when you get to the twilight of your career, it does cross your mind sort of year on year. Is this going to be my last year? And I think probably going back even a bit further when it was my testimonial year in 2018, I sort of almost saw it each season as my last, really, and really enjoyed and cherished each sort of game I got. And then, yeah, from having a bit of a hybrid role this year, playing T20s and going back to coaching and dipping in and out a little bit, I feel for me that the future lies in coaching for me, and I think I want to give that a full go, my full commitment. I still feel fit enough and feel like I could do it as a player, but if I feel like I'm not in it 100%, I don't really want to do something. So I want to dive into the coaching full time, and it was a really tough decision, but one I look back on really proudly of what I've done.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned that point in 2018. Do you get to reflect upon games from a different point of view from that moment on in your career? Can you play a game and kind of look around and take things in more than you might have done previously to that point?
Yeah, I think at that point as well, it was only the first time I really looked back at my career, and even at that point, I'd played probably nearly 500 games and thought I've played quite a lot here, and I've achieved quite a lot through the game, and yeah, since then I added sort of a few more and played over 600 games for the club now, which I only wanted to play one game as a youngster and get that red rose on my chest, and 630 odd times later, I'm obviously ecstatic of what I've done and achieved with the club. And yeah, it feels the right time. I've had a real good go at it and really enjoyed my time, and I think that's sort of evident. I can't still believe it's 21 professional seasons with the club, really, and time does fly. And credit to the lads, I've had a lot of fun drawing along the way.
It is an outstanding achievement. Speaking of the lads, how did they take the news?
Yeah, I told them this morning. Obviously, it wasn't. I didn't find it too easy, as well as telling my daughters as well. It was a hard decision. Yeah, and it's tough. It's something I've done my whole adult life, barring a bit obviously coaching. It's been my main job, and I don't like to say call it a job, but it's all I've done really. And yeah, it's tough to think I'll never be out there, and especially at Old Trafford again. It's been my home for the last probably 30 years, really, from coming down in through winter nets and through the age groups, and then through academy and then professional players. It's been home, and those teammates have been like brothers, really. My whole career played with some of the best and against some of the best, so I'm really proud.
Well, your name is certainly amongst the list of some of the legends that have played here at Emirates Old Trafford, but you mentioned that it is home there. As a boy from Blackpool, a local lad, what's it mean to represent the Red Rose for as long and as successfully as you have done?
It means a lot. I think my first time I ever saw Lancashire was down at Stanley Park when he played outground cricket, so that was always special going back to outground, and especially playing at Blackpool. And it is some people's first sort of engagement in county cricket, but the first time I came to Old Trafford, I fell in love with it. I think it was for I think one of the NatWest games, obviously back in the day. I think Fred was playing, Ian Austin, the likes of people like that, and I fell in love with the place then, and thought if I could play a game here for Lancashire, I'd be over the moon. And like I said earlier, that happened over 600 odd times. So yeah, this place is so special, and the people that are in it as well, equally as special, from the groundsmen, the caterers, people that work in the office. Some people obviously been here longer than me, and they're part of the furniture here. And yeah, the place is only as good as the people in it.
Well, some brilliant times, as you mentioned, but one in particular, 2011, the county championship winning season where I guess going into the season almost as underdogs, no one really expected Lancs to go on and do it that year. Did that make it even more special?
Yeah, thoroughly. Obviously the club were in the start of the process of turning this ground into sort of the mega stadium it is now, really. And yeah, I think there was a bit of financial trouble. We had a small squad. We had Fahaviz Maharuf as the overseas player who I think Sri Lanka over here on a test tour, so it fitted well for both sides, really. And yeah, for a group of players who mainly homegrown as well, we'd played a lot of age group cricket, second team cricket together. We're then just in the first team, and yeah, we were underdogs throughout the year. I think we were touted to go down, and we just got on a roll. We kept winning, and yeah, still remember that being out in the middle, 15th of September 2011. Yeah, to hit the winning runs and be around your teammates at that point was so special. And I've said it before as well, and then it only really hit home then till we took that trophy around. We took it to Old Trafford, to the Etihad, which was great. But when you took it around to those local cricket clubs and saw how much it meant to the local people of Lancashire, it really hit home. And we dined out on it all winter, to be fair. But a 77-year wait, I think we deserve to.
Yeah, 77 years is a very long time. So when it does come round, it is very special. And you mentioned there about hitting the winning runs. Talk to me about what that moment was like.
It was bizarre. I think about 40 minutes earlier, we heard some cheers in the crowd. So we just presumed that I think it was Warwickshire and Hampshire. I think Hampshire had blocked out for the draw, which meant if we won, we'd have won the championship. So I think me and Brownie put 2 and 2 together, which might have been hard in the middle at that time. And yeah, we just thought, right, let's get these runs and get off and get in that changing room. And the rest was a blur, really. I just remember Triggs, pulled me a short while when we needed 4 to win. And yeah, the rest is history, literally. And yeah, just the celebrations and what it meant to us lads down there. And we had a good try. It felt like there was thousands on the pitch. It might have been a few hundred, but obviously one of the furthest places you can go. And still our supporters came down to see us lift that trophy, which was so special.
Well, let's jump 4 years on from that, 2015, the season where you won the Blast T20 for the first time. But not only that, you were the captain of the side.
Yeah, another great year and a great team as well. Another side that was full of homegrown players with a few sort of special additives. Let's say with one special in James Faulkner. I think we got him just at the right time. He was, I think, man of the match of the World Cup a few months earlier, and such a great lad to be around and a great team member. And he dragged a lot of us with him, especially the young lads. He was a great sort of role model. And yeah, another year that we just got on a roll, kept going. There was ups, there was downs, but I think what we showed was that true sort of Lancashire spirit. A lot of us have played with each other and known each other, and I think the likes of Liam Livingston was just coming through then as well. So we sort of unearthed a few gems as well. But yeah, such another special year with another great special set of players.
Of course, winning the competition is very special. But also becoming captain of this amazing club puts your name amongst a list of legends that have been here. That must have been a very special achievement.
Yeah, massively so. And yeah, it's one of those things you don't probably, when you're growing up, you think, oh, I might be captain one day. That'll come later in my career. But it came relatively early. I think I remember Peter Moores asking if I'd fill in sort of when Chappie wasn't available in 2011, and sort of started getting my first taste for it then and really enjoyed it. At the time, I wasn't too sure. I asked him why, but yeah, he said some very nice words, and yeah, the rest is history from there as well, I suppose. And to get, I think that 2015, Tom Smith was club captain. Unfortunately, got injured the first game, and I filled in for the rest of the year, and then club captain the 2 seasons after, and done little bits and pieces ever since then as well. But yeah, it was always a nice moment to lead the lads onto the field as well, especially as a homegrown lad. And like you said, those names before, those previous captains that I grew up and sort of admired. It was a very special moment to lead the lads.
Well, I can see why they've chose you. When you speak to the players or any of the staff involved, they say you are the ultimate professional. You get here early, you put 100% in every day. You have done from every day since you've joined. So on behalf of everyone, I want to thank you for that. But also, there's a lot of people here that would want to thank you for their work, but I'm sure you'd want to thank them. It's the team behind the team, the guys who work out on the pitch, the people who work that a lot of people won't see on match days, but it's a really big team here at Emirates Old Trafford.
It is massively, and obviously the club for putting faith in me as a youngster. A lad from Blackpool who was given a chance when that academy, it was the first year the academy started in 2003. John Stanworth and Stephen Titchard, who prepared me what was to come really in professional cricket. John was a great coach and basically got me ready and up to speed really quickly, and always thankful for him for that. And all the coaches we've had at Old Trafford here, from I think my first one, Peter Moores, and Mike Watkinson, Glenn Chappell, Ashley Giles, Dale Benkenstein. Now they've all put in a lot of work, not only with me, with everyone in the squad, and doing a bit of coaching now. I appreciate how much hard work goes into it, and yeah, not just the coaches, the medical staff, Dave Roberts and Sam Byrne, Tom Webster put in an awful lot, sort of wheeling me on the park sometimes, and getting my knee up to scratch. And there's a lot goes into to getting all those people, not just myself, on that field. And like you said, caterers, people at the ticket office. It's an incredible team effort, really. And I think when we win it, it's great. And when we lose, sometimes as well, the fans feel it as well. And to the supporters as well, a massive thank you. I've always felt massively well supported from my time at Lancashire. Always felt really backed. Loved speaking to supporters, getting their point of view of stuff as well. And yeah, a massive thank you for them. I felt backed my whole career, which is a nice feeling.
Well, there was a long list of coaches and a very experienced list of coaches that you've experienced during your time playing here at Lancs. That's got to put you in some good stead as you dip into this next part of the coaching career. Yeah,
massively so. And I want to try and sort of do things my way, but you can't not help pick up things that you've enjoyed as a player and what you've seen work with not just myself and other people and around teams. So I think it's obviously wise to take on board, but obviously try and do things my way and with the players I've played with as well. Some of the world's greatest, really, which I feel privileged to share a changing room with the likes of James Anderson, Andrew Flintoff, Murray. The list could go on. It's been an unbelievable sort of learning curve, not just as a player, as a person as well. It shaped me for who I am today.
So you're going to be still sticking around. You're going to still be trying to help the club reach some silverware and strive for success, but also helping these young lads in their development as well. I'm guessing that's the aim for the near future.
Yeah, sort of the role this year was with playing and coaching. I ended up most of my time in the second team, with then up to the first team when there was no second team cricket. So it was I feel a great start for me in that sort of role. I've done a lot sort of last decade or so in the academy and EPP in the winters. So it was nice to almost get that experience sort of on field during the season this year, and seeing some of those youngsters go on to make the first team squad and put the hand up as well and perform. So I think next year probably similar, and yeah, it's a real, hopefully be a really satisfying sort of job, and I've obviously been through that system myself, and it's tough, but hopefully be really rewarding.
Yeah, you seem like the perfect fit for it. I want to thank you for all of your hard work over the past 21, 22 years, over 600 appearances for Lancashire, which really is incredible numbers. Highest leading run scorer in the Blast. I could go on and on and on, but honestly, thank you very much from everyone here at Lancs, and all the best for the future.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Ben.